Good morning, everybody. Cassandra Von Worsley here. Welcome to Fire Your Inner Critic, Find Your Inner Badass, and finally build your business. Okay, so we are talking about self in this week's training series. We are talking about your inner critic, your inner badass, and what are the things, the feelings, the beliefs, the thoughts, the behaviors that sabotage what you really want to do in the world, namely start a business and build both the business and life that you love. So, today we're talking about you didn't come to this earth to make them comfortable. I just want you to sit with that for a second. You didn't come to this earth to make them comfortable. Now, I don't know who the them is in your life. I don't know if that's parents or siblings. Maybe it's a spouse or a partner, friends, coworkers, a manager because you have a corporate 9 to 5. I don't know who them is for you specifically in your life, but here's what I do know for sure. You didn't come to make them comfortable. And if you've already got a business and you want to expand or grow your business, sometimes the them are clients that really aren't your clients, but you're keeping them for the money. So, you didn't come to this earth to make them comfortable. Now, why is that true? And why do most people ignore that truth? That's what we're going to talk about in this FB Live training. So number one, you had a purpose before anyone had an opinion. We could sit right there for an hour. You had a purpose before anyone had an opinion. And here's where we get it twisted. Our inner critic has gotten so good at convincing us that getting better or being better or succeeding has so much more to do with inner criticism and doubt and constantly evaluating whether we're good enough and constantly looking for validation outside of ourselves, that we have taken other people's opinions and we have made them priorities in our lives. We've made them priorities in terms of what we do or don't do. We've made them priorities in terms of how we live or don't live. And we certainly have made other people's opinions priorities in what we are doing or not doing when it comes to building a business. And here's what I'm here to say this morning. It's very tempting to want to take other people's advice or to want to be seen by people, especially people that you love and adore, people whose respect you might have been trying to earn your entire life if they're your parents. It is very tempting to want to take an opinion and use it as a litmus test in your life. That's not going to work out when it comes to building a business. When you're building a business, lots of people are not going to believe in your dream. They're not going to see the validity of it. If you are somebody who comes from a very established corporate 9 to 5, you are a doctor, a lawyer, you're in IT, you're a nurse, you've got this quote unquote great job. A lot of the people closest to you, when you tell them that you want to do something outside of that realm, you want to go into a whole new territory, a lot of those people are going to question your sanity. They're going to question your sanity. I was watching an interview with Paulo Coelho, who wrote The Alchemist, the other day, and Oprah. And Paulo Coelho talked about how when he was in his teens, he came from a very wealthy South American family, and they expected that he was going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. And he told them he wanted to be a writer. And they literally put him in a mental institution 3 separate times. Okay, so Paulo Coelho, the one who wrote Warrior of the Light, which is one of my all-time favorite books, the one who wrote The Alchemist, they literally put him into the loony bin 3 separate times. And yet he still stood his ground. And he still said, I'm a writer. And he broke out of the mental institution 3 separate times. And so the first thing I want you to really get clear on is you didn't show up here to make other people comfortable. Sometimes people give us their advice and their opinions because they are afraid of that will fail. They're afraid that we won't be safe. They're afraid that we won't be provided for. Sometimes, though, people give us their opinions because they're afraid that we will surpass them in some way, shape, or form. They're afraid that our living our dreams will magnify the fact that they are not living theirs. And so it's very important that, number one, you get very clear on the fact that you did not come to this earth to make them comfortable. Number two, you get super clear on the fact that you had a purpose before anyone had an opinion. And number three, you have to completely, at some point, if you're going to build a business, if you're going to find your inner badass, see, part of the inner badass, and you can call your inner badass whatever you want. You can call it your higher self. You can call it the greatest part of you. The work that we're doing in this private Facebook community is about identity transformation. We are doing identity transformation, and within you are so many different pieces and parts and different aspects of you. But it doesn't matter how many aspects there are of you inside, because you get to choose which runs the show. You get to choose whether it is your inner critic that is running your show, or it's your inner badass, your higher self, the part of you that knows that you are capable of doing what you say you want to do in business. So at the end of the day, we are doing identity transformation. A big piece of identity transformation is consciously choosing whose voice you will listen to, consciously choosing whose reality and perception you will accept, and consciously choosing whose advice, opinions, ideas, thoughts, and behaviors you will reject. And so often we allow external stimuli, we allow negative things outside of ourselves to play too much of a role in how we see ourselves, but also in what we do every single day in our lives. It's time to stop that. It's time to understand that at the end of the day, you're never going to convince somebody that you're worthy who truly believes that you're not. You are never going to convince somebody that the business you're building is the right business and that it's going to work. Look at Netflix. Look at Spanx. I mean, before Netflix existed, what did we do? We went to Blockbuster. We went to Hollywood Video. You were never going to convince anybody at the beginning of Netflix that Netflix would be Netflix today, or that Spanx would be Spanx today, right? Everybody's wearing pantyhose. You were never going to convince them. But those individuals who started those businesses, they had something within themselves. They tapped into that inner leadership, that higher self, and they said, you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It doesn't matter whether or not they know. It doesn't matter whether they're going to give me their advice. At the end of the day, I've got to be true to me. And me, the powerful me, the inner badass me, is saying, this must get done. This must get done. And so at the end of the day, listen, the bad news is you can't make people like, understand, love, care, support, validate, accept, or be nice to you. That's the bad news. Can't make them do that. Can't control them either. But here's the good news. Doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters with you building the business that you want, earning the revenue that you desire, the only thing, and this is where I really want you to get this, so many people think that the reason that they're not successful in business is because they don't have the support of people who live with them, people who are in their family, people at work, their children. I'm going to burst that bubble, because the reality is even if you had, it's helpful if you have support. Let's just break it down. If you have babies and you need somebody to watch your babies so you can do FB Lives, you can record it is helpful to have support. It certainly levels up your playing field if you have support. But there is no lack of support that will keep you from living your purpose in business if your mind is made up about the inevitability of your success in business. Do you get that? There's nothing in the world that will keep you from building your business if you are sold on your ability to build your business, and it requires support. It doesn't require the support, advice, concerns, opinions, beliefs, affirmations of anybody else. This is about you. And so I want you to get super clear today. How have you been adjusting, changing, shifting, manipulating? How have you been sort of putting yourself in a certain box because you've been trying to make other people in your life comfortable? Do you not talk about your dreams? Or when you talk about them, do you downplay them with other people? When people offer you unsolicited advice, do you tactfully and compassionately cut them off at the quick? Or do you listen to their advice? And as Don Miguel Ruiz says in the Four Agreements, allow their unsolicited negative feedback to become black magic, is what Don Miguel Ruiz calls it, in your life. How do you handle criticism? How do you handle again, your dream is a seed that you've planted, and the plant hasn't yet come up out of the ground. It requires protection. It requires care. It requires the sacred. And you have to treat it sacred. So when people don't treat your dream as sacred, when people treat your business dream like it's something that can easily be thrown away, that it's just a wish, that you should be doing something else, how do you respond to that? How do you continue to protect the dream? How do you continue to give your all to the dream? And what do you do to set up boundaries, healthy boundaries, and protect yourself when people who you didn't even share the dream with are giving you their opinion as to what you should be doing and how you should be living and what you should be doing next? Here's the thing. What they think of you is none of your business. It's none of your business. And at the end of the day, you don't want to know anyway. So begin to tap into that inner badass today. Begin to look at all the ways that you have been sort of curtailing or putting in a box or making yourself small or not feeling the fire that comes with pursuing your life's work. Look at all the ways that you've been doing that kind of small thing to make other people comfortable. And here's my call to action. Stop making other people comfortable. Stop accepting unsolicited advice. Stop being nice about what it takes to protect your sacred dream and start acting like the warrior you are. Warriors don't fight because fighting is fun. Warriors fight because they believe in something far greater than anything they have to give up in the process of battle. And you got to be a warrior when it comes to building a business. You're going to be fighting on a lot of different fronts. And yes, it's going to be challenging. Yes, it's going to be hard. But it's your life's work, so it's worth it. It's worth it, and you're worth it. So think about this. And if you're watching on YouTube, just remember, you can always join us in the private Facebook community at facebook.com/groups/fire your inner critic. I will see you guys on the next FB Live training.